Hi, my name's Dr. Tadeusz Spolwinski. I'm the biologist and a member of the board of directors with the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation. Today we're going to be doing a turkey cleaning video for you guys. This is a beautiful tom that my buddy Chris Clark just harvested this morning on my family property up in the Laurentians in Quebec. He's the director of operations at the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation. So I invited him up here to guide him on a nice turkey hunt, and he bagged his first Quebec gobbler. So the first thing we really want to do is remove the pieces of the bird that we want to keep for taxidermy. So we could start with the beard, the spurs, and the tail. Usually people want to make a nice tail fan display, and so they'll include the beard in that. And then the spurs you can make, put on a hat, put on a necklace, plenty of different craft ideas. So to remove the beard, essentially you just take the base of the beard, you hold your fingers at the base of the beard, and you just pull it away in one motion. And easy like that, you remove the whole beard. And what you're going to want to do is, as soon as you get yourself some borax, it's this powder that dries it out. You fill a mason jar with it, plunk the beard in there, you leave it for about 2 weeks to dry out. Then you wipe off the excess powder and it's ready to super glue into the tail mount display. The same thing with the spurs. To remove the spurs, what you want to do is get yourself a hacksaw, grab the feet, and you just roughly about 1 centimeter above the spur, you're going to want to start cutting. Remove that. Then you're going to come over the other side, grab the base of the leg, again, just like that. So here's what you're left with. And so to clean these off, what you're going to want to do is cut the outer layer off, remove all the meat, remove the skin layer. You could take a Q-tip, push out the marrow that's inside the bone, remove the tendons. So what you're going to be left with is just the spur and the bone. And then you take those into a Ziploc bag, pour some borax in there. Same idea. You repeat the process about 2 weeks and it's done. So we're going to do it with the other one here. And depending on what you're going to want to do with it, I always suggest leaving a little bit of extra bone on there. You can always file it down or cut it down later, put in a vice grip, and then you get the right size, because, you know, if you don't have enough, it kind of sucks. So we're done with that. Now, the tail fin. So this is usually what people want to preserve the most. So you look at the base of the tail, and you're going to feel a bone, like a ridge right here where the tail feathers go in on both sides. And so you're going to want to hold it at the base. Take yourself a nice sharp knife.
Do you want me to?
And then just above the anus here, you're going to cut right across. Just like that. And that's it. See? Just like that. And you got yourself a beautiful tail fan. And so this, what you're going to want to do later on, we're not going to do a demonstrational video right now, but in order to preserve this, you want to get rid of as much meat, as much fat as possible. A wire brush, an X-Acto knife, these are perfect tools to use. And so you're going to want to cut away everything you can. When I do this, there's 2 layers of feathers, the main tail fan feathers in the back, then you got these feathers here. And so what you want to do is get in between the 2 layers and in between the individual feathers themselves at the base, and cut away all that extra meat. And essentially what you want to be left with is just one single strip of skin that's holding together both the front ones and the back ones. And then again, what you're going to do then is take yourself a piece of cardboard, lay the fan out the way you want to have it prepared. You put it down. You take clothing pins or even staples, and you just stick them into the cardboard around to keep the shape that you want. Then you take borax, you pour it on the top, right at the base here, and you pour it underneath, you massage it in, and you just leave that in for about 2 to 3 weeks. Same idea. And then once that's done, that shouldn't move at all. It's going to preserve the shape as well. And then you're going to get yourself a nice plaque, and you can mount the whole display together. You put the tail fan in the top, you attach the beard underneath. Most plaques, if you buy them at the store or from a woodworker, they're going to have both. And then you could just use super glue or Gorilla Glue to hold this. And that's it. Then you've got yourself a beautiful tail fan display. So that's really the first step.